What's up, Internet? Kern 1776 here. We're at SHOT Show 2023, and I'm at the Condor Knife and Tool booth. I got Jason here. How you doing, buddy?
Nice to meet you, Brandon.
So Jason's a designer that's getting some of his designs featured here with Condor, and he's going to go over a few of them that it caught my eye because he's got that old school rustic feel. Of course, the awesome leather that Condor provides. He's going to tell us a little bit about a couple of his designs he's got here, or anything else you got on the table.
All right. Well, Brandon, you nailed it. So really, part of what I've wanted to do since the beginning with Condor, and it really started here with the Mountain Pass series, is I wanted to offer something that looked old school, had some old school features, but new modern materials. So the Mountain Pass series came out. Condor has this really neat antique finish here on some of their products. So we went with the classic Condor finish, but did a canvas micarta here on the handle scales, but it looks like wood, right? So it kind of gives it that feel, full tang with liners, so it gives you a little extra depth there in the aesthetics of it. And of course, being a West Virginia guy, born and bred, I like that classic Bowie feel, so I wanted to come up with a machete in this case that had a lot of different features and functions. You can choke up on the handle, you can choke back on it, you can use it in a lot of different functions. A little bit thicker blade than the standard machete that Condor does. So it give you a little more heft and not as much flexibility, but flexible when you need it.
Right.
And
what's cool about that, one thing some people don't think about with machetes, like there's a lot of machetes out there that they are flimsy.
Right.
And some of that's by design.
That's right.
Right. But when this got a 90-degree spine on it, so you'll be able to run ferro rods or anything like that on it for fire making needs. But also, because it's thicker, it's a great draw knife, right?
Absolutely.
So shelter building, stuff like that. And it's balanced well too. That feels good.
Thank you.
That's nice. So it's not your typical machete.
That's right.
This ain't no what is it? Box store, Tractor Supply, or whatever shit.
That's
machete,
right. That's right. And that, that's one of the
spring steel machete.
Great things about Condor is they can pretty much make anything. They still forge. They laser cut. They can do about anything that you need to be done to create a tool. So from the Mountain Pass series, I kind of branched off. And last year we did a Mountaineer trail knife. This year we've got a new version. So a little bit more bird and trout-esque type knife there. Still retains the cord wrap and the hickory, right? So you got the hickory handles. You got sort of the washed look there of the blade, but a really nice grind for doing a lot of chores, bushcraft type of chores and things like that. And again, does come with the full grain, like you said, that Condor is well known for, leather sheath, a lot of different carry options. So you can dangle carry on the belt. You can run your belt here and carry it a little higher. You can cross draw, and you can also put a metal clip in it if you'd like. So something there. And then this is a series this year that I'm really proud of. I've always been a fan of leather stacked handles. So I wanted to design a series that was a little different. Still retains the leather stack, and I think gives you a good grip there. Take a hold of that, see what you think.
Well, what I've noticed about this, not only that, it caught my eye, like it's what drew us to the booth. A lot of stacked leather handles, they're kind of hard. This is grippy, and it's not a fabric. I wish you could feel it. It's not a fabric you feel necessarily, but man, it feels great in the hand, and that contour is perfect. It just looks good.
Right. We trapped it with some canvas micarta and then hickory as well.
Yeah.
And you can see it's the tang runs all the way through to the end, and just like here in the machete version, is hammered off at the end there very well. And again, the machete is a lot like the original Mountain Pass, a little thicker. Mm-hmm. But I think one thing, too, that we wanted to achieve there is this is a little lighter in the hand. You don't get all that weight that you do get sometimes with the more modern materials. So this gives it a lot of balance, and this machete allowed me to thin it down a little here for carry, and made a really nice turnout. So
what is that wood you said again?
It's a hickory.
That's a hickory. It almost looks like cork.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of cool about it.
Yeah.
And it kind of has a cork feel to it.
Yeah, it does.
That leather.
We purposely wanted to leave this all sort of rough and, like you said, unfinished, not polished and buff, because for me, you want to be able to grab that in your hand and get a good purchase on it. And again, with my designs, I wanted to be able to choke up and back on that. So another great feature here of the Country Road series is I wanted that ambidextrous for a user. So when you get this sheath, it's going to be ready to accept the machete either direction.
Right.
Okay. And then once you seat it all the way in the machete into that sheath, so now you've got really good retention and a beautiful, full cowhide there sheath that got the pivot built in. Same with the knife, and also with the axe. So,
and that is nice because I know for myself, depending on what I'm carrying, I may carry left side or right side.
That's right.
And some sheaths that are more directional,
right,
like it's backwards when it's here.
That's right.
Which is fine. I mean, you can cross draw it, but
right,
with that style sheath, you can do it left side or right side, and it doesn't matter because you don't have to orient the blade a certain way.
That's right. And we added some extra eyelets so that you can lash it, tie it down if you want to. So
put it on a saddle.
That's right.
Look great on a saddle.
And then finally this year, really want to do a forged head design, so I did this smaller sort of camp axe design with them. So turned out really well. You can use the pawl in there for, dressing game or hammering.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you some options there, and it's really nice hickory handle. So
nice. Very cool, man.
Yeah.
I dig it, man.
Well, thank you guys for stopping by. It's wonderful.
Thanks for spending some time with us.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next booth, see what we can get into.
Have a good show.
After I buy a couple knives. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.